What's good, YouTube? Nova here, back with our video, and I decided to, yeah, Yitalar Amarderite Ikam Tigam Yeptas Old Yazabab Ahalaf Gunera Soho Smahara Sleets Jinking Gingle For Shutko Et Isha Eta and the Mara Extra Eta Siga Eta Aname That's going to be stereotyped as probably either angry Russian or angry German. I feel like I just offended every Russian or German that may or may not be watching this. So, you know, the meta is shit again. We got these heliotropes and those bears and those titles and those stuffed animals. Not really. These aren't really the greatest examples of each deck, but I kind of just typed in random shit, anything from their deck. Heliotrope, you know, the evil swarms, they make all the synchro decks useless. They make heretics useless. They just make so much shit just terrible. Because of Ohian negates everything. Fire Fists, I don't even know why they're good. They don't even seem like they should be good. They're just like, I don't know. They're just good for some reason. And Elemental Dragons are just the most broken deck of the format, but they're, you know, spammy and destroyed by evil swarms. And we kind of have that three-way relationship we've had in the past with, say, Insectors, Rabbit, and Windups. Or go back to when Insectors, Chaos Dragons, and Rabbit were like the big three. You know, you could think of Evil Swarm a lot like Rabbit. You know, and I guess these are Chaos Dragons, but this would make this Insectors. I don't know if that's a good comparison, but probably isn't. But these three, they're kind of, they put a trinity of decks, kind of like when we had Chaos Dragons, why do I keep saying Insectors? Chaos Dragons, Windups, and Rabbit. Or like back when, you know, everybody thought the big three was Insectors, Windups, and Rabbit, and you know, we have this big three. Stuffed Animals is tier 0, but that's besides the point. You know, we have these big three of decks, and they're just so good. And they're just like, all three of them, they're so good, and you could give a million reasons to play any of them. Personally, if I had to choose one, it'd be Evil Swarms, but I don't like Fire Fists. I really don't like E-Dragons, but originally, of the three, Fire Fists were my favorite. Now they're my least favorite. I'd rather play Elemental Dragons than Fire Fists. I fucking hate Fire Fists. At least, I don't know what it is about Fire Fists. I just hate that deck. And then Heliotrope, you know, of course, one of the main monsters in the Evil Swarm deck. But Evil Swarms and Fire Fists and Elemental Dragons are just kind of raping everything. Are going to rape everything, and I mean, Elemental Dragons obviously aren't out yet. Evil Swarms just came out, and Fire Fists have been out for a while, and they're going to keep getting better and better as time goes on. And it's so, like, depressing. These three decks have created a trinity much stronger than the Rabbit, Windup, Insector trinity. Or the Chaos Dragon, Rabbit, Windup, the Chaos Dragon, Windup, Rabbit trinity, where it's so hard to play a deck that isn't one of these three and be competitive. I feel like I've looked at many quote-unquote tier 2 decks, whether it's Six Samurai, Heroes, Tin Gadgets, Machina Gadgets, so many tier 2 decks, you know, and I've looked into the tier 2 decks that I like better, Heretics, Thunder Family, some of my favorite tier 2 decks, and they just have problems, and it's just, like, Thunder Family's decent against the big three, but most of the shit I've tried is just disgustingly bad against all three of these decks because they're just too good. They're too strong, they're too fast, they're too powerful, they have too many plays, they have too much consistency. It's just all bad. I just think that at this point, you know, it's so hard to not play a meta deck and win against other meta decks. And that's why I haven't been posting videos. There's three types of duels I have. Either A, I'm playing a meta deck and I'm beating another meta deck. What's the fun in watching that? Then there's B, which is I'm playing a cool deck that I would love to show off, and then they're playing a meta deck, and the meta deck's just too strong, and I can't win. Or 3, I'm trolling. And that gets to the deck I'm actually playing in real life. Call me a noob if you'd like, but Our elemental dragons, sure they have skillful plays. So do Exodia. I don't care what anyone says. There is skill to playing a deck like Exodia because there's a lot of variables you don't think of when you're playing, say, Exodia. And you have to be very careful with this deck, and you have to build. And I think, but I will admit though, 90 to 95% of the skill in Exodia comes with how you build the deck to your play style and to its fullest potential. Because there's several builds to the deck. There's the classic dragon Exodia build. There's the appropriate build, which is god awful. There's the hope for escape Jarrell Winston build. There's several builds of Exodia. I don't want to talk about Exodia, but like, what do you guys want me to do? I'm either, because I keep losing unless it's one of the times where I'm playing either like Evil Swarms or Exodia. Those are the only decks I really win with, because Evil Swarms, they're my favorite meta deck of the three. They're the only one that I'm actually in the process of building. I'm not quite done. I need another Ophion, and I need one more Ophion, and I need a couple cards. I need one more. I need one more of the Infestation Pandemic, or whatever the spell card is. It's like the Forbidden Lance guy. And then I need some other cards, like I need Thunderbird, and I need a Heliotrope. So yeah, so it's almost done. I have like pretty much everything except an Infestation, a Heliotrope, and an Ophion. I think that's it. And a Thunderbird. I think that's it. Yeah. But, So, whatever. Hopefully the deck is just going to be awesome. I've been playtesting it with a couple proxies, obviously, and it's been working really well. I've mostly just played proxied Elemental Dragons, where obviously I have the advantage. But if they go turn 1, they can really put a lot on the board and actually, get to the point where Ophion his skill level is negated. Especially if they get a Dragasock off. Dragasock's not good for Evil Swarms because it just gets over anything, and unless you have like the Fiendish Chain or something, that can become a problem. But I'm sorry, I'm like gibbering. I always do this when I do this, but wow, that sounded smart. My point is that this meta sucks dick. What the hell do you want me to post? Do you want me to fucking post me trolling people with Exodia? Or playing Evil Swarms? I mean, unless you have the, or I could try playing like Quasar or something, but I don't know. Because Quasar, in my opinion, is just as trolly as Exodia. Like straight Quasar Synchrons. But, you give me an idea for a deck, and if it's like, if I test it and it's, I can win with it against meta, I'll post videos with it. At this point, I'm up for anything, forget it. I'll let anyone who's actually going to watch this video go ahead. They have an idea for a deck. Put it in, and I'll try to do something with it. Or if it's already a deck, well, obviously, But anyways, I'm just like fucking done. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is in one of its weak points. Like, the E-Dragons and maybe the Evil Swarm. Like, the Evil Swarms need a small hit, kind of like Rescue Rabbit. The Elemental Dragons are going to need to get raped, and then the Fire Fists will probably get raped too. I don't know about Evil Swarms, but then again, that might be my bias towards Evil Swarms. Personally, I think all three of them should get raped. But there's more stuff coming out that's good after that, like the War Gods, or the Boujing, or whatever the fuck they're called. Anyways, Nova out. Peace.